off 160 milligrams of Benadryl right now. You know, daytime. Got some more money in my pocket. Nothing else to do right now. No responsibility, whatever. So, get high. I stay the fuck from outside, though. Say that much. Anyway, so it don't really got me talking like reckless, like the motherfucking We're gonna talk about my project I've been working on. I'm writing like a book, but it's a book of songs, and I keep going back and forth. I lost my last project I started on Legend, but this one I'm working on now is pretty much complete. You know, I spent a lot of time in a hospital and had time to complete it with artwork. So, you know, we'll talk about that. We will. You know? But how I'm feeling right now, it's hard to focus on one thought. You dig? My nigga. Benadryl make you a drug addict, boy. Straight drug addict. Look at my maracas, nigga. So anyway, too fucked up to be showing my face. So anyway, if I were the president, what 5 things or what laws or what 5 things would I do? I will make a law that, you know, as long as you don't beat her up too bad or you know, choke her out or make her feel worried, humiliated, I make a law that whatever woman you want to fuck, she had to fuck you, if she married or not. You know, just like don't hurt her. You know, and if it seems like you're about to hurt her, then don't do it. But I make a law, like, you know what I'm saying, like I was like fucking stand outside Alicia Keys' house, or Holly Berry house, and that bitch come get the mail, run up on her like, you know what time it is, bitch. You know what goddamn time it is. Alright? I don't want to hurt you. Just get that puss up and I'm gonna be so happy. So happy. Shit. I don't know if I should go through all 5. I gotta talk about this project. I gotta talk about this song I'm thinking about creating. It has a lot to do with contrast, but we'll get to that. I would make all water free, you know, water free anyway. Turn your goddamn sink on, but I'm talking about like that real shit, you know what I'm saying? Fiji water, Arrowhead, Core, you know, Smart Water, all that shit would be free, because water is supposed to be free anyway. You motherfuckers got your goddamn nerve to make some oh, about to throw up. You got your nerve to fucking put a clean thing, something on the water, and fucking put a label on it and sell it. Let me tell you a free little hack. You find you a little Walgreens or somewhere where they lacking, and get you a motherfucking snatch you a Brita filter and cut a hole or whatever, and stick the filter inside a cup, and you got clean water. I make water free, you know what I'm saying? If I had it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'd change that. And shit, nigga, please, boy. I make marijuana. Not only would I make it legal, but I make Reggie free. All the Reggie in every state will be free. Cause motherfuckers really need that weed. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck smokes weed and gets in car accidents and kills people, or they smoke weed and they get in fights and do really stupid shit? You know what? You know what weed makes me? Weed makes me a better person. And I don't even smoke it a lot. I'm trying to shake all these painkillers and antihistamines. And you know what? Weed makes me a better person. I be drinking water, eating food when I really don't be hungry, but I be hungry as hell when I smoke. I be giving people change, helping old ladies cross the street, and I laugh the whole time until the weed is 100% out of me. Makes me better. I even clean the house. So why would you want to stop me from doing that? I don't do that when I'm drunk. Believe that. And when I'm on a pill, I can barely move. Cellophane. You know? I would do that. And I would make it to where if a cop, a fucking piece of bacon, if the boy shot somebody that didn't need to be shot, or it was an unlawful shooting or whatever, I would make them have only like a real quick. I wouldn't even make them go to court. If that's what you did and that's what you got caught doing on television or whatever people caught you, then you got to be executed by a circular firing squad. I do that. And I make a work release program for the people that go to jail for dumb shit. They really don't need to be up in there. I make them work their ass off and then get out that day. And that's it for the president. So let's get to my project, shall we? Or song I was thinking about. So my buzz is gone. I was trying to decide what I was gonna do besides be high. I was gonna work on more album art. Don't really need to. I've done a lot in that hospital. And I used to date this girl. And man, just being around her was like paradise. If I can describe love the correct way, if that's what I'm even doing, you know, just being around her like nothing mattered, and I was numb to everything. Like she was so fucking pretty. I mean, she wasn't that big, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not that big either, but like I used to lift her up in the air and like have her in the air and be fucking her, or have her in the air making out with her and shit, taking her from dresser to counter to sink to, you know. She made me do some spectacular shit, you know. Anyway, her name is Nina, and she's a brown skinned chick. Got these pretty brown little freckles. She don't really have dreads. She just had these really twisty braids. She really pretty. And at first, you know, she really opened up to me about what, you know, what's going on in her life. And so, you know, as time went on and we hung out more and fucked more and hung out, you know, I really felt bad that I had to leave her. I don't really want to tell you the reason I had to leave her, but I had to leave her. And, you know, what kind of kicked it off was that in her apartment, you know, there was nothing in her apartment but a bed. She had food or whatever, but she would lay in that bed and be talking to herself like she's really crazy. But see, I understood it on a level of that because none of her family came to see her. You know, none of her, you know, brothers, sisters, cousins, nobody fuck with her. And you know, when I first started fucking with her, I had to get her out that apartment. And you know what? She got gang raped twice by these dudes in her neighborhood. She lived in a bad area of Chicago. And she just was messed up over that. And I can understand that. And I can understand that. See, I don't even know if I'm going to be making this video right now, but I'm so deep into making the video, I have to make it. So she continued to open up to me, and she used to say crazy shit, and sometimes we act crazy in public, be real loud, but she was really scarred by her life, because she was really, literally, before I started coming around and feeling some type of empathy or pity, and not saying that, you know, I'm better than the bitch. No, I just felt it inside of me, in my soul, in my heart. I felt it, like, damn, talk about a fucked up situation. Her bed ain't even nice. She ain't got shit in the closet, and I just, you know, her being so pretty, I don't know, me being a male, it just motivated me. It gave me the energy to try to fix, you know. She also had whorish ways because she used to sell herself to get things. And so, you know, she tell me about her tragedies and her family don't fuck with her and these gang dudes raped her twice, and it's all believable because she seemed a little crazy. But there were a lot of times she normalized and would be very normal, and that's why I was like, wow, that's that Chicago shit. Like, she's been through so much bullshit in her life that she can't see herself acting crazy. Because she's not crazy, she's acting crazy due to, you know, the trauma of the fuck ever, you know? And then she normalized. I'm like, wow, I think I can relate to that. I've seen some shit too. And, you know, I'll get more into my story at some point, but I have a very abusive dad also. And not physically abusive, way worse emotionally. And so I accepted that, you know, but I'm a Libra. I'm October 22nd, so I'm a Libra on the cusp of Scorpio, but they're both strong either direction. And so, what the fuck? And so, they're both strong either direction. And so, I really don't know why I'm jealous. That's some type of insecurity I don't understand. I pull girls very easily. This camera don't do justice for my face, but we're not here to talk about that. I don't toot my own horn, break my own arm. My grandma used to say, stop breaking your own arm. You know, it's like if I see a chick I'm like have some type of emotion for her and get emotional for her, I really like, and I see her fucking with somebody else, like it's like I see red. Like I'll just walk up and just start just letting these hands go. I won't even say what the fuck are you doing or why you talking to him or this. Once I see him, I'm just gonna roll up and try to beat the shit out of him like he's a giant. Then I'll grab like a golf club or something, try to catch him hard as I can in the back of the head or something. But, you know, I don't know why I'm like that. That's why I watch myself in certain situations. And she always, I'm not sure she was tricking off or really doing whatever, because she was so pretty. She can get whatever she wanted as long as she gave the pussy up, you know. And so I really could never pinpoint or really judge correctly what she was doing. And me and her were getting arguments in different situations. I used to try to tell her, like, stay the fuck out of your dude's face. I'd be around you the most. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy, all right? Like, if you need some money, you need some cash, something, you want to do something, I'll go outside and find a way to do it. I don't give a fuck if I'm shoveling snow for 5 hours, 10 hours. You ain't got to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with me. All right? I'm going to show you how the crazy is with a capital K. Okay? So, yeah. And then she would come back around and start asking me for shit and really get a pussy up. I was like, man, it's like fucking a bitch under a full moon underneath a waterfall, man. Shit was great. And I got into a situation in Chicago Heights to where shit just happens, you know. Something happened out there, and, you know, it started off with an argument, and, you know, I tried to, you know, bow out of the situation, tried to get away from whatever the situation was. And whoever it was, or whoever my opponent was, if that's what happened, you know, he got handled in some type of way, and I just had to leave Chicago Heights. And so, you know, La Costa Nostra, babe. And I had to leave, and I had to leave her. And it bothered me for a while, you know, because I was getting her out of the mode of, you know, being crazy and sleeping around, and I had her right where I wanted. And then just like that, how it always goes in life, when everything's going good and perfect, something always happens. And I had to leave, and it bothered me, and I was just like, you know what, I couldn't really put my finger on it. People, that's a sign from God. That ain't no sign from God. It's a coincidence, an unforeseen occurrence. And, you know, I done ran through a lot of pussy. I'm not really even craving it. I take it when I need it. And, you know, I think about her a lot in a sense of, like, what is she doing? Can I still save her? But this project I'm working on is all songs. It's not like the first project I was working on, Legend, which had all types of genre of songs. It's just a whole edited, complete version of me. And I should make this video actually part of. See how that shit had you tripping? And I should make this video part of like some type of video type of thing for my project. But I was gonna do contrast for this song about Nina, which I've written songs about her. And what I mean by contrast is like, for instance, go medium blue and light orange. You're gonna see what I mean by contrast. I was gonna make it vivid, but it was gonna be two polar opposites. And so, you know, for the song I was thinking about doing, I don't really feel like I got it organized for this song, but I was thinking about rapping, right? And rapping about, you know, Nina. I really couldn't prove it, but I think I'd be okay at doing it. So I was gonna be rapping angrily about how she's a hoe and she sleeps around and she's crazy. I'm gonna be talking so much shit about her on a rap level. And so when we get toward the 12th bar, I'm gonna bring in some type of bridge that indicated how sad I was for leaving her and how much I really understood her. And you know, I'm human, I'm man enough to say it, like how much she hurt me in a sense. And then the second verse was gonna be me singing like some type of sad Drake type shit about me having to leave her and me trying to give her my all and make things happen for her and do whatever I could to make her happy. And even if I had to go assassinate the president, I'd do it and not go to jail. You know, like, I know that's crazy, but I really don't care what you think about me. It's just thoughts. And so I was gonna do that. Like, I was gonna come from a very angry like level of like resentment and like jealousy and meanness. And then like on the Linkin Park album, I forgot what Linkin Park album this was. It was the album before Living Things. It wasn't Meteor, it was the album after Meteor. But they went hard and soft. That's what I mean by like opposites, you know? And so in the second verse, I was gonna make it like a kind of like Drake, but kind of like which I need more vocal training, but kind of like a moaning type of like sad James Blake type of feel for having to do all this unfortunate stuff without and being without her, and me having to go about my life and move states, all types of things. And I just think it's a good idea. I'm not saying, I'm kind of nodding a little bit. So I'm emotional and I can't let go. Can't even sing. I'm telling you, not even ready for it. So fuck you. And so that's what I was gonna do for that song on my project, because my project's basically completed, but I keep having these other ideas for it, and it's like, do I try to continue it, or do I just work with what I got already and add maybe 1, 2, 3 extras, but still leave the project finished, you know? And you know, that's it for that project. I mean, I'm already. I mean, let me know what you think about that idea. I mean, maybe I should share another idea, but what other stuff was I gonna do for this project that was new? Let me think. See what people's opinions are on this one. I was gonna do one about my mom or my dad, because they're both messed up parents and they're both great parents at the same time. And so I was gonna do another contrast, but not the same as Nina's contrast. But let's just say I was talking about my dad, right? And so, not really crying, but conceptually, that's what, you know, might be added to the song or the stanzas. And so what I was gonna do with trying to make this song about my dad is I was gonna start off angry as hell for all the things that he's done and really fucked me over, and things that he said, and how delusional he is. You know, my dad, I'll tell you really quick, I was out there in Virginia, right, one summer, and his country ass just got to a level of basically saying, don't touch nothing in the cabinet, don't touch nothing in the refrigerator. That's my wife, Sharon, that's Sharon shit. So the only thing I had really to eat for a couple of days was noodles. And I couldn't understand, because I was a daddy's boy, I did whatever he said, I didn't bring him no trouble. And I couldn't understand how, like, by the time Saturday came around, which I actually got blessed that day, but by the time Saturday came around, there was no food for me to eat. And I'm walking around hungry. And I'm trying to ask him, like, hey, you know there ain't no food in here, like, I really can't. And he blowing me off and making jokes and shit, and my stomach really burning, and I'm 20 years old. And so, you know what I did? Long story short, I walked to a church, told them my story. They gave me $50, and they took me grocery shopping. I go over to my aunt's house, spend the night, fuck her friend Toya, and pop some perks. I go back home with my groceries and shit, put my shit up, and in less than 5 minutes, eating a big-ass bowl of my shit, eating a big-ass bowl of Captain Crunch. And so, back to the song that I was thinking about. Hold on one second, that shit made me fucking mad. I done told y'all ass already. Motherfucker don't fuck with me. I done said it. I done said it in videos, motherfucking comments. Think I'm pussy if you want to, boy. I'll show your motherfucking ass something. Alright? Oh, the BENADRYL got him tripping. Fuck you. You don't know shit about me. If not just the fucking diction, nigga. I don't want to think about the shit. I'm sorry. You're right, I am crazy. Going off on people have nothing to do with nothing. You know, I should be mad at him. You know, I try to pull it back in. Pull it back in, Libra. You're crazy. Fuck you. Well, then you gotta love my videos. I had meltdowns in these motherfuckers too. Shit, fuck out of here, clown, nigga. Put that whole fucking clip in your face, boy. Fuck around you want to, boy. Catch an ice pick to the throat. Boy. Stop. I'm high, and I'm going off and melting down. Whatever the fuck, I'm a black fucking Snickers. Boy. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. That fucking Libra should have come the fuck out. Libras is nuts. You gotta understand that part too. It's a dark astrology going on. Pussy. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back. So let me get ready to end this video or whatever, but you know what? For the song, I was gonna, you know, come at my dad very angrily. And I just, you know, as I think about it, you know, I was going to, you know, make it very, very angry. First verse, bring in a mellow chorus. Then, you know, not like I'm crying or nothing, but the second verse, it's kind of like I'm crying, I'm sad, and I'm drunk or something. And I'm really saying how I feel about my dad, like, oh, how much I love you, and how much I thought he was a perfect, he was like Superman to me, and how much that, you know, how much I worship him as a boy, little boy, and I worked out with him, and it was going to come from a hurt level. It was going to be like 8 bars like that, singing. The additional 8 would be like me saying, you really hurt me. And I think, you know, I don't know yet, but I just feel like that's pretty good. add to the project. Well, that's it, man. Y'all enjoy yourselves. You know, I'll try to say something nice. I said something very demonic or angry. Well, fuck you. You know, have yourself a great day, an even better night, an even better morning. And before you get out of bed, talk to God. After you talk to God, don't think about nothing else. Just be in the moment. Just be in the present moment. And fill yourself with consciousness and watch how your day goes. Trust me. I can't tell you how much I've survived between poverty and abuse and how many gunfights in Chicago. I'm the king of walking through the wrong blocks at the wrong time. How many cars I done ducked under, how many fucking stairwells I done rolled under, snowmen, bus stops, mailboxes, behind houses, bushes to try to dodge from getting hit by a bullet. But I dodged the motherfuckers. Alright? So, simple as that. I have to fill myself with consciousness sometime. Because if I don't, my egoic mind and my egoic behavior just came out. Be blessed, be well, safe passage.